Thank you, Shaili and Chaturveer. And I'm glad that you guys are peace-loving. But before getting into my topic, what I want to clarify is, first, we need to understand what is peace. I mean, are we trying to attain a peaceful world, or before that, are we trying to attain a safer world? What we need for today is a safer world, which will eventually result in a peaceful world. So, if you look into the past, I mean, we never created a safer world by building a wall of roses. I mean, it was always a wall of fear. So, if you look from past 200 years, we have been governed by a single word called fear. There's no one country or one civilization govern the whole world. So, what I see is the nuclear weapons are the key element in bringing this fear in, which will eventually result in a safer world, where I feel much safer owning a nuclear weapon, where I can attack someone when they attack me. On the other side, like I feel fearful when my opponent country owns a nuclear weapon, so I know I cannot attack them. So what happens is eventually we result in a very safer world, and we tend to focus on what we have.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Aditya. Just to add whatever Vasu has said, I would like to say that peace is a byproduct of being safe. Okay, I think this is a very sensitive issue which we are dealing with. So we need not to look at a very high level. Let's just go deep into the topic. Let me take you back in 1939 when the first nuclear weapon project was started. There was a person known as Albert Einstein. I would like to say that, okay, I'll tell you the scenario. The scenario was that Albert Einstein, he went to Mr. Roosevelt, President Roosevelt, and he said that, sir, I feel like in the Germany, in the Nazis, they are doing something related to nuclear power, and they might be making some nuclear bomb. So in order to counter that, we also have to make it. So at that point of time, had the person been not fearful, had the person been feeling the safeness inside him, within the community, with the different country, the things would have been different. The world would have been different. The Hiroshima-Nagasaki day would not have been there. And we today are not been discussing the same topic. So the main problem lies is to being safe, is to feel safe. Had he been feel safe, he would not have invested $2 billion US, which is worth $22 billion nowadays. So as Vasu rightly said that we need to feel safe in order to feel peace.
I just want a point to add here. I think the big confusion was we always thought the nuclear weapons are either a problem or they are solutions. We see them as a problem, but we use them as a solution. But what I feel is, I mean, it's not a problem or a solution. It's just a tool. I mean, tool to do what you want to achieve. So end of the day, what happens is we put more focus on the tool rather than the problem or the solution. So I think a nuclear weapon is to create a whole sort of ecosystem which will eventually help us to achieve what we want to achieve. So I think it's very key in what you want to achieve, basically.
Today we have nuclear weapons, tomorrow we can have the biological weapons, then later we can have machines. It's not an end. It's not about the nuclear weapons only. It's not about the disarmament of the nuclear weapons. It's all about the disarmament from your mind, from your soul, that you are competing with anyone else, that you are fighting with anyone else. It's about fighting with yourself. It's not about fighting with anyone else.
And coming back to fear, I just want to mention a small point here. And I think the nuclear weapon helps you in two ways. One is to develop fear, other one is to reduce fear. So the countries which doesn't have access to nuclear weapons will eventually develop fear. Towards the countries which have nuclear weapons. And countries which have a nuclear weapon will eventually reduce their own fear and focus on their own development. And
let me tell you one very interesting fact. There was a survey conducted in Russia, and let me tell you that Russia possesses the largest number of nuclear weapons. It's close to 16,000, more than what the rest of the world has together. So there was a survey conducted in Russia, and the survey was conducted for different age groups. It was divided from 0 to 25, 25 and thereafter that. So, okay, I'll tell you the major result of the survey first of all. The question was that, what do you think so, that should we go for nuclear weapons disarmament or should we not? Surprisingly, 57% of the people responded in all the age groups, across the age groups, they responded, yes, we should go for disarmament. And close to 40% they said that no, the weapons should be kept under someone more secure who can take care of weapons. Now why I'm mentioning this thing, when I segregate this survey from 0 to 25, you know what, there was a very interesting thing. From 0 to 25 age group, only 32% people felt like there should be nuclear weapons disarmament. I just mean to understand that why the younger ones, why the small people, why the kids, why they feel like the disarmament should not be there. It means they are not feeling safe. This 0 to 25 is going to be 25 to 50 within the next 25 years. So it's all about the generation, the younger generation. They are not feeling that we should go for the nuclear disarmament because they are not feeling safer. Unless until they are feeling safer, unless until they are feeling peace, whatsoever and how many times we are going to do the disarmament, the things will come back again and again and again. It's just like a vicious circle.
Maybe to add to that, what I remember is, we always maintain peace, not just because we loved peace, but we are always, not ready to face the consequence of not being peaceful. So I think that's one of the reasons maybe the youngsters feel more insecure of, having nuclear weapons.
So as per the present scenario, nuclear weapons possession is unfortunately one of the best way to ensure peace. This is all what we felt. And just to find out a solution, it might not be a solution, it might be just giving a domain or a dimension towards our thinking. We feel that one needs to be aware about the fellow people. One needs to be aware as well as compassionate about the different people, about the different countries, different cultures. Once someone is aware, then you can naturally care for the other person. You are aware about the customs of the other religion, you are aware about the rituals of the other countries, you are aware about the growth of the other countries, then you will be naturally able to care them. And once you can having a feeling of aware as well as care, then you can dare not to use nuclear weapons, dare not to use the biological weapons. So this combination of aware, care and dare has to be incorporated within each and every person from 0 to 25 basically, because they are the next citizens of our world.
Yeah, I just want to give you a last point and finish it off with this one. So Chaturved said, like, if we can channelize the whole investment into defense, into other activities, maybe we can grow much faster. But what I want to say here is, if you look at few war-torn countries like Afghanistan, where though the people and the government is ready to get into development, but the whole fear of the other countries attacking them, the terrorists attacking them doesn't allow to grow in a peaceful way. So what I'm saying is, let's build a safer wall. Let's invest in a defense and build a nuclear weapon, and let's empower everyone equally, so that everyone feels, no one is superior than the other. And then we'll start focusing on the development of other issues, so which will be more sustainable and which will be more holistic.